This is Volamel here with esports7.com, and I'm here with daemoN, former coach of Movistar Riders, just a sick European coach. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. So you flew in today? How was your flight?
Long,
Long.
really long. It's nice because this is my first step in America and it feels really nice. Like I was really happy to get on the hotel, see people, they're really nice. The BlizzCon seems like rather huge, so it was worth. Worth.
Cool. So I wanted to ask, when you look at a player, because we know of a lot of coaches, but every coach kind of has their own style of how they want what their players want to look like, right? So what do you look for in a player?
I mean, this is pretty obvious that I will look to someone that is a hard worker. Like, talented players are really interesting so far because you need a core of players that will bring an insane level and carry for the team when you can have the three others, for example, that will be more supportive than the three other. Like, even if the talented one and the core is really interesting, I want someone that can basically work over data, strategy, etc., and bring a brain basically to the table and basically like brainstorming over something. Like I had those type of players. I can name them, like for example Dante on Movistar Riders or Nico in Rogue. Those types of players are really dedicated to the game and try to bring something new or something even old, like on the other meta, that they try to like walk over it. And this is really those players that strive me a lot because they will always try to find something interesting. And when you don't think as a coach of something, the player's gonna help you. And this is the type of players I like.
That makes a lot of sense because, you know, it's not just a one-man band. It's not just the coach. It's the analysts and the players. It's a team effort in the most literal sense. So going into the World Cup, you obviously being French and the French team playing, I wanted to ask, what does Rogue have to do to win? What do you think that they need? What's the winning strategy? What do they need to emphasize to beat their opponent in the World Cup within a couple days?
If you want the miracle world for Rogue, it's the mindset. If those guys are in the right mindset, working as a team, doing everything they can to win the game, they're gonna win it. We know those guys that did pretty much everything on Overwatch since like 1.5 of the year, and I trust them when they're at 100% basically. And there's a lot of other factors, obviously, that we need to have against China and South Korea, mostly because they're really strong. Even China, like, grew up so huge over the last months. And still, I feel like my boys can, like, be huge against them and win everything.
So when it comes to the players, right, because we know that, you know, the teams have announced that some of the players have been, you know, drafted to other teams. What do the players feel like? Do they feel like they've kind of broken up as a team? Are they still, you know, family in a way? Because I know a lot of teams are very close with each other. So do you still kind of get that vibe with the French team right now?
Obviously, Rogue is like a family. Like they were bad stuff, good stuff, but mostly good stuff. They stick together for like 1.5 year and they did like everything together. So when Overwatch League, the bad news came up, obviously Rogue was devastated. I was devastated because I couldn't make even like the first official step with them, and them working so hard to be stopped at the point gates. It was really hard for them. But it's esport. Sometimes you need to have bad news, stick with it, handle it, and try to rebuild. Like Anko and Sun found another family, and others need to try to work on projects. Maybe for another Rogue on like months after, but like yeah, it was still really hard for everyone, and this is hard to tell if Rogue will exist again or try to rebuild, but it was really devastating for everyone.
Of course, I mean, winning APAC, going through and dominating for so long, it is, kind of a shock to the scene that they weren't involved. Ending on a more positive note, what would it mean to Rogue if they went to BlizzCon and they took the whole thing? They came home, they gave France a trophy. What would it mean to them and the French community?
Obviously, this is like the last chance for Rogue to say to people that they weren't that bad. Like, contenders was a big thing, but a lot of problems came up for them. I don't want to make any excuses for them because the result is a result. But still, the World Cup is a chance for them to show how they can be good, even more at LAN. And as well, this is a big responsibility for them because they have the community avec le 6, and this is really important for them to show to the French community that they hear them and they want to win this.
All right. Well, thank you, daemoN, for coming and saying hi. This is Esports Heaven, BlizzCon. Stay tuned for more coverage.